So we are doing this question. So it will become 6 equal to, it will become this side, it will become what now? It will become 2 times of R1. Then what we get now? R1 equal to 3 ohm. That is the answer. So you can go for this method or you can go for this method also. You get what answer finally? You get 3 ohm only. Okay. So that's clear now. So let us say for next question now, question number 24. Now they are given here question number 24. A technician has only 2 resistors. How many resistors he has? 2 resistor coils. There are 2 resistance coils is there with the technician now. By using them singly in series or in parallel, either what combination, either in series combination or in what combination? Parallel combination, he is able to obtain the resistances of how much now? These resistance you need to obtain. How many? 1.5 ohm, 2 ohm, 6 ohm and 8 ohm. Then the resistance of 2 coils, how much? They're asking what now? What is the resistance of these coils now? Each coil is how much resistance is there? So here either you can use what combination? Parallel series combination, or you can use what now? Parallel combination. We need to have an effective resistance. See, since there are 2 resistors are there, now I'm going to check with an options now. If I take 3 and 5, look at now, first option is now 3 and 5. So I'll go for series combination. 3 plus 5 become what now? 3 plus 5 become 8. Is there any possibility of 8? One possible 8 is there. Okay, we can get. One time we are using by connecting series combination, we get. One time is possible. Next, let us connect these 2 in what? Parallel combination. It will be what now? 3 into 5 by 3 plus 5. It will be 15 divided by 8. What is the value of 15 by 8? You get what now? 15 by 8. 1.875 you're going to get. 1.875 you're going to get. Anywhere is that possible? No. So first option is wrong. Because by parallel combination we're not getting that one. Series combination 8 we got. Okay. But for a parallel combination we're not getting. Look at the second option. Check it, second option. So I'm going to check with second option. 1 and 7. I'll go for series combination first. It will be 1 plus 7 is 8 ohm. We're going to get 8 ohm is that possible, is there? So I'm going to get parallel combination now. It is 1 into 7 divided by 1 plus 7. It will be 7 by 8. So 7 by 8 you get what now? Less than 1, right? Yes, anywhere here value of effective resistance less than 1? No. So second option is not also correct answer. Left done it is. Look at the third option now. If I look at third option, in this 2 and 6 is given. Let's say for series combination, it will be 2 plus 6, 8 ohm. We are getting, okay, parallel combination. It will be 2 into 6 by 2 plus 6. It will be 2 into 6 divided by 8. So it will be 4 times. It will be 2 times. It will be 3 times. So you're going to get 3 by 2. 3 by 2 means 1.5 ohm. We're going to get here 1.5. So RP we got how much now? 1.5. RS we got 8 ohm. So, and one time we use only 2 ohm, one time we use only 6 ohm. So now effective resistance has become now. So third option is going to satisfy our requirement. So this is the correct answer. Okay. So we need to look at the requirement what we have. We can use single one by one, and when we connect parallel them, and when we connect series in them, so what will happen? So third option is going to satisfy our requirement. So third is an option is a correct answer for us. So we need to have what now? We need to have 2 ohm and 6 ohm. Okay, that's clear. So fourth option, if you want to check, okay, let us check fourth option if you want. 4 on each means it will become what now? R yes equal to 4 plus 4. You get 8. Correct it is? Okay. Now we are going to get what now? RP. It will become 4 into 4 by 4 plus 4. It will be 16 by 8. It will be 2 we are going to get. Of course, 2 is there. 1 we got 8. 1 we got 2 and remaining 4 and 4, right? So it will become effective 2. 8, 2, 4, 4. But we don't want 4 and 4 here. We want 2 and 6 we want. So that's the answer, third option. Let's say the next question now. If 3 wires of resistance, okay, 3 wires of equal resistance, okay, are given, then number of combinations then they can be made to give a different resistance values. Means what we have taken now, we are given a 3 registers, okay, of each value how much same, and we need to go for possible number of combinations to get a different value of effective resistance. That's a motto now. We need to get what now? Different value of effective resistance we should get. Now I'm going to have first combination now. Can I connect all these three wires in 3 registers in series combination? So it will be R, it will be R, it will be R. Effective resistance become what now? 3 times of R. Can I connect all 3 in parallel combination? Possible, right? Between this point, let's say A, this point, let's say B, then effective resistance become what now? R by 3. So these two are different right now? Okay, different. Any other possible combination? Can I make 2 series, 1 parallel? Okay, I'm going to make now 2 series and 1 is parallel. We can have like this. No need to find the value of resistance. That definitely will be different because different combination is there. Now, can you make 2 parallel 1 series? Like these 2 parallel for this, there is a 1 series between A and B. So this is R, this is R, this is R. Apart from this possible 4 combination, any other possible ways are there to connect these resistors in different possible way? Any other? Do you find? No options are there. So how many possible different values we can make now? Different combination, 4 combination we can make. Question understood now? There are 3 registers are given to us. We need to make a possible combinations so that each combination will give a different value of effective resistance. Like these 4 combination we can make. Okay, that's clear. So that's the one thing. Question number 25. Look at question number 26. Effective resistance between A and B in a circuit is. So I am suggesting you, whenever you get any question like this, don't solve from left side, solve from right hand side. From the ending of circuit, you start solving. Okay, that is very important. If you start from left hand side, so from A, this one, then you get this one is parallel or series, you will get confusion. So always you start from where? Right side. Now I'm going to take 2 points here. If I take these 2 points, let's say this point like P, Q. Look at now, if I take these 2 points P and Q, this resistor, this resistor, this resistor. What combination, sir? This is series combination. So these they are in series combination with effective resistance. What we get, sir? R is equal to these 3 in series. So it will be 2 plus 2 plus 2. You get 6 ohm. So this is 6 ohm we got. So I'm going to connect here by removing these 3. I'm going to connect here a resistor of how much now, sir? 6 ohm. Now this 3 ohm and this 6 ohm in what combination, sir? Now parallel combination. Now what is the effective resistance we get? 3 into 6 by 3 plus 6. It will be what now? 3 into 6 by, it will be 9. We're going to get 2 ohm. So we're going to get 2 ohm. So now I'm going to replace these 2 by what here now? 3 ohm. I'll strike out now. Effective resistance become 2 ohm. This is removed now. Okay, now look at this 2 and this 2 and this 2 in what combination now? Again series combination. It will become what? 6. Okay, I'll strike out these 3. I'll write here what now? 6 ohm. Now this 3 and this 6 what combination? Parallel combination. Again we have done already 2 will get. So instead of these 2, we can just have a resistor what now? 2 ohm. Now this two in series combination become what now? 6. So answer is what now? 6 more. You want me to explain one more time this question? You want me to explain one more time this question? You need to always start from right hand side. Then it will be easy for you. That is the way you can solve from this type of question. If not, it will become difficult for you. Okay. Yes. Look at the question number now. Next question now. Let's say. Tell me, students, you want me to repeat this question? Question number 26. Neeraj, Lakshmi, Revant, Sagar. Yes or no? Whether I am audible to you? Okay, I'll take a simple circuit diagram. I'll take a sub-circuit diagram. I want to help you. Okay. Now, one by one, I'm going to simplify now. I'm going to simplify the last part. This two and this two and this two. What combination they are? Series combination. Since then, series combination effective resistance, how much become? 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6. Okay, if I write diagram now. Okay, this is okay. This we removed, right? Okay, here we are going to have now 6. So it is what now? It will become 6 now. It has become 3. It has become 2. It has become 2. It is 3. It is 2. It is 3. Now look at these 6 and this 2, 3 in what combination? Parallel combination. It will become what now? 6 into 3 by 6 plus 3. It will become what now? It will become 2. Now I'll replace these two by single resistor. It will become what now? It will become 2. It is 2. It is 2. And here it is what now? It is 3. And here it is 2. Here it is 2. 2 and 2. Now this 2, this 2, this 2 in what combination? Series combination becomes 6. And that 6 with this one parallel combination become 2. So that 2 and 2, this 2 and that one means like here. So it will become again 6. Okay, I'll write a new diagram. So it is 2, it is 2, and here it is what now? 3. And these 2 I'm going to replace. It will become how much? It will become 6. So this 6 and this 3 in what combination? Parallel combination become what now? 2. Okay, now it will become 2. This will become what now? 2. And this will become what now? 2. Again 2, 2, 2 will become 6. So 6 is an answer. Okay, solve from left hand, right hand side. It will be easy for you in the given question. Means not always right hand side, means from the ending, not from the starting. Okay, that's the question. Let's see the next question now. Question number 27. Effective resistance between the point A and B in a given circuit. So now we need to find whether what combination they are. If I take A is positive, B is negative, look at now this term become positive, this side become positive, this side become positive. Since it is negative, what will happen now? This will become negative side, right? And this will become negative side, and this is positive, so this is negative, this is negative, this will be positive. Now look at, I'm going to write these things now. I want to write a circuit diagram. From A, how many resistors are connected? 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to take 3 resistors from point A. So it is what now? 3 ohm, and one more is 6 ohm, and one more is 30 ohm. And these 3 all connected to what now? To point A. They have taken some circle like this. Now look at this 3 ohm and 6 ohm. Other end connected to what? 8 ohm, right? Okay, these two are connected to 8 ohm. Now 8 ohm other end and 30 ohm other end connected, right? These two are connected like this. So this is bound B. Now that's it. Some circuit is simple. Now look at what and all combinations are there here now. Look at This 3 and 6 what combination now? Parallel combination. Become what now it is? So this will become what now? It will become 3 into 6 by 3 plus 6. Correct is it will be 3 into 6 by 9. So I'm going to cancel by 2 times, you get 2. Now I'm going to replace this by 2 now. Okay, resistor of 2 and of 8. This will become 2. This will become 8. Instead of these two, I'm going to replace. And this will become what now? 30. This is A and B. Now 2 and 8 in what combination? These two are series combination. It will become what now? 10. This 10 and this 30 parallel combination. It will become what now? 10 into 30 by 10 plus 30. It will be 300 by 40. Is it going to cancel? So what are we going to get now? 2 times, 2 15 times. So I'm going to cancel. It will be 7.5. So where is the answer? 7. Okay, that's simple it is. Means you need to look at the question, what combination, possible combinations are given to us. So based on the possible combination, we are going to solve. Okay, yes. Look at the next question now. Question number 28. If you look at question number 28, look at, I'm going to take A is positive and B is negative and. Okay, let me take highlighting color. Yes, this is positive and I'm going to take, this is negative and I'm going to take. Look at this A point is connected to where and where. So this point and through this wire here, 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 here. So it is connected here. It is connected here. This negative end is connected here. Is connected here through this wire. Here it is. Is connected here. Is connected here. So now I'm going to take now. For A point, how many points are connected? Let's say first resistor, second resistor, third resistor. All 3 resistor positive ends are connected. Right? Okay, let's say now positive ends I'm going to write now. All 3 resistors positive ends I'm going to connect it to what now? Connected to point A. Now there is negative end, right? This one, okay, first, second, and third, all negative are connected to other end, right? B point. Now what combination it is? Parallel combination. It is 6, it is 6, it is 6. Then effective resistance parallel combination will be R by N, right? So it will be 6 by 3. Why 3? The 3 resistor. It will be what now? 2 ohm. That is an answer. This is an answer. Okay, that's simple it is. Means you need to look the question properly. Okay, let's say this question number 29 now. The effective resistance in what combination? Series combination of 2 equal resistors. Means I can say now R1 equal to R2 equal to, let's say R. Say. Is how much now RS it is? What combination now? Series combination. So what is series combination formula? RS is equal to R1 plus R2. That is equal to what they given? S they given. When they're joined in parallel combination, so it will become Rp equal to what, sir? R1 into R2 by R1 plus R2. Okay, the total resistance become P. So this is equal to P. Now they are given the equation S equal to NP. If S equal to NP, if S equal to N times of P, then the minimum possible value of N. So we need to find the value of N now. Look at this value. We are going to insert now in this. We need to find value of N now. What is the value of N? So since they're equal, it will become 2 times of R. It will become what now? It will become R into R. It will be R square divided by 2 times of R. So simplify, it will become R by 2. So now we got S equal to 2 times of R and P equal to R by 2. So from second equation, can I say 2P times equal to R? So can I put this value of R here? So it will become what now? It will become S equal to 2 times of R means what? 2P. So S equal to 2 into 2, 4P. So the given equation what? S equal to NP. So S equal to 4P. Compare this equation, we get N equal to what of 4? N equal to 4. This equation I given to you. Relation between series and parallel combinations. What we got? RS equal to what? Okay, let me go back to the previous slide to show you. Starting slide. Yes, here it is given, no? Look at this question now. RS equal to N square RP. Same formula it is. Okay, but then the place of RS and RP, they given S and P. Okay, that's the difference. Yeah, RS. Yeah, RS equal to N square RP. So here is N equal to what now? It will be 2 square RP. So it will be what now? 4 RP. So 4. Okay, that's the question number 29. Look at the question number 13 now. Okay, so if you look at the question number 30, they given a projector lamp can be used for maximum voltage of how much? 60 volt. So V max, how much we can have now? 60 volt. Resistance will be how much now? 20. So resistance is remains same. It's not going to change 20. In series resistance required. Okay, its resistance. Okay, 20. The series resistance required to operate lamp from lamp for. So what is 75 voltage. So now how much resistance we need to connect with, they're asking now in what combination? In series combination, so that the bulb need to operate for how much voltage now? 75 volt. So since it is what combination? Series combination. What is constant in series combination? Current is constant. Let's say what is the maximum current now? Current max that is going to follow here. So V max by R. V maximum is how much? 60 volt by R is what now? 20 ohm. So we're going to get 3. So we're going to current is 3 ampere. Current is 3 ampere. Now for 75 volt, we need to see again. So V is equal to current into resistance. So resistance, how much we want now? R equal to V by I. V is how much we want now? 75 volt, right? For second case. 75 divided by current is how much? 3. It will be what now? If we cancel, it will become what now? 25. So the new effective resistance will be how much now? 25. New effective resistance, we need to get 25. But already there is a resistor given to us how much now? 20 ohm and already connected in series, right? So now I need to get effective resistance 25 means, so already initial is 20 plus can I connect 5 ohm? So it will become effective how much? 25. So I need to connect how much now in series? I need to connect 5 ohm in series. I need to connect so that I am going to operate that bulb a lamp for a voltage of how much now? 75 volt. Okay, that's the voltage of how much now? 75 volt. That's what we're going to do now. So is that clear now? Can we go for next question? Question number 31. Look at the question number 31 now. Here. Okay. So here I want to give a concept to you first. And what is the concept? Temperature dependence of resistivity. Temperature dependence of resistivity. What is temperature dependence of resistivity? As we know, resistivity is depends on 2 factors. So what is the first factor? Nature of the material. Nature of material, one it is. Second is what now? Temperature. So on these 2 factors, the resistivity depends. Now, as of now, material is not going to change, so it remains constant now. What is going to change? The temperature. So we need to see now. Okay. So what is the formula for this one? So rho equal to rho naught into 1 plus alpha times of delta T. Okay, where rho is rho naught or what now? Okay, delta T means what here? Delta is difference in temperature T minus T naught. At a temperature T, resistivity is rho. At temperature T naught, resistivity is rho naught. Where alpha is what we call, students? Temperature coefficient of resistivity. Temperature coefficient of resistivity. Okay, that is a value. Okay, this is the way how the resistance means resistivity depends on temperature. This way of we are going to use a formula to find alpha. Okay, alpha is positive for, okay, there are some values are there for metals. For metals, alpha is what now? See, as we increase temperature, resistance is going to increase or decrease? Increases, so it is positive. For semiconductors, alpha is negative. Why it is negative? Because as we increase temperature in semiconductor, conductivity increases because of generation of electrons and holes. So because of this generation, conductivity increases, resistivity decreases with increase in temperature, so it is negative value. So you need to remember these two. Okay. Now let us come back to the question. A temperature coefficient of resistivity is given how much? Alpha. They are given 0.0004 per Kelvin. I'll write in terms of 10 power 4 into 10 power minus 4 per Kelvin. When the temperature of the material increased by 50, say increased by means what now? Change in resistivity, that is delta rho, that is what we call rho minus rho naught. It is 50 degrees Celsius, or we can take 50 degree Kelvin, not 50 degree, 50 Kelvin. Because change will be remain same either in degree or in Celsius. Okay, either in Celsius or in Kelvin, it will remain same. That's the reason you need to remember this one thing. Okay, so resistivity increases by means what now? Okay, this one thing I have made mistake here. What mistake I have done? This is not resistivity. Temperature increases, right? It is. This temperature, okay, when temperature of the material increased by means what now it is? Delta T. That is equal to T minus T naught. Then resistivity rho, that is rho minus rho naught, how much it is? 2 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter. So we need to find what the initial resistivity we need to find. Let's say simple formula using this formula, or by simplifying this formula, we'll get like this: alpha equal to rho minus rho naught by rho naught times of delta T. So now I'm going to use this here. So it will become what now? Alpha equal to rho minus rho naught divided by rho naught into T minus T naught. So now here we are going to insert the values. Rho minus rho naught means delta rho, and then how much it is? 2 into 10 power minus 8 divided by rho naught is there. We need to find out that value into delta T again 50. So now alpha is given. No, I'm going to use alpha value also. Yes, alpha value also. Alpha become what now? 4 into 10 power minus 4 equal to 2 into 10 power minus 8 divided by 50 times of rho naught. We want rho naught. I want to take it here. Okay, so it will become rho naught equal to what now? 2 into 10 power minus 8 divided by 4 into 10 power minus 8 multiplied by 50. So it will going to cancel 2. It will be what now? 10 power minus 4 notice, yes. So 10 power minus 4, because these two are going to cancel, become 10 power minus 4 divided by 2 into 50 become 100. So it will become what now? 100 is going to come to the numerator. It will become 10 power minus 6. So now I need to write in terms of 10 power minus 8, because look at the option: 10 power minus 8, 10 power minus 8, 10 power minus 8, 10 power minus 8. Can we write this one as rho naught as 100 into 10 power minus 8? Because if I take 10 power minus 2, if I divide, it will cancel, no? So that's the option. So this is the third option, is the correct answer. It is like 10 power minus 6, right? Look at here. It is 10 power minus 2 plus 2 into 10 power minus 8. It will become 10 power minus 6. 10 power minus 6 we got. So that is the option which is correct answer for the question number 31. Okay. Yes. So there are even more questions are there on temperature dependence. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take in the next class. Okay, so one more question is there that we simplify now. That we leave it. Okay, that is the last question of this today's class. That is question number 32. Look at question number 32 now. Here I want to give you now. Here it is temperature dependence of resistance now. What it is? Temperature dependence of resistance. Of resistance, that is a question. It is the last question we are going to discuss today. How it is? Okay, if I take on first resistor, R1 is depends on R0 into 1 plus alpha times of T1, let's say T1. So R2 equal to R0 into 1 plus alpha times of T2. That is how the resistance is going to depend, where R0 is the initial resistance. Okay, initial resistance. And again, alpha is temperature coefficient. As like here, delta T will not come here now. Okay, as like previous resistivity we are using. So now look at now a resistance bulb filament, how much? 100 ohm. At what temperature? 100 degrees Celsius. Let's say R1 is 100 ohm and T1 is 100 degrees Celsius. Then from first formula it will become what now? 100 equal to R0 times of 1 plus alpha into T1 is what now? 100. Now, if its temperature coefficient of resistance is given, alpha is given to us, it is, I'm going to write like this, 5 into 10 power minus 3 per degree Celsius. Its resistance will be become how much? 200. So let's say R2 become how much now? 200 ohm. At a temperature, we need to find T2. Now for T2, if I write the equation, will become what now? 200 is equal to R0 times of 1 plus alpha into T. So T2 I'm going to know, I'll take just T, alpha into T. Let's say equation number 2, let's say equation number 1. Let's say now equation number 2 by equation number 1. Now we're going to get, it will be 200 by 100 equal to R0, R0 is going to cancel, 1 plus alpha T divided by 1 plus 100 times of alpha. This is going to cancel. You get what now? 2 equal to 1 plus alpha T divided by 1 plus 100 alpha. Do cross multiplication. 2 plus 200 alpha equal to 1 plus alpha T. Now it will become 1. Okay, so I'm going to simplify alpha, right? Alpha, I'm going to take it this side. We need to find T, and alpha value is given to us. That is, insert the value of alpha. So it is 2, and this one will come, it will become 1 plus 200 into alpha, how much is given? 5 into 10 power minus 3 is equal to alpha is 5 into 10 power minus 3 times of T, because this 2 has come where now? This side, 2 minus 1 become 1. That is 1 plus 200 into 5. It will become what? 1000. It will become just 1 now, because 10 power minus 3 is there. That is equal to 5 into 10 power minus 3, that is equal to T. 1 plus 1 become 2 equal to 5 into 10 power minus 3 times of T. Now I'm going to take it this side here. So it will become what now? T equal to then 2 divided by 5 into 10 power minus 3. So it will become what now? 2000 by 5, because 10 power minus 3 will come to numerator. It will become what now, students? 400. Where is an option, sir? 400 degree Celsius. So you need to remember here what formula, students? These two formula. How does the resistance is depends on what now? Temperature. Okay. Yes. So in the next class we are going to have some more questions. So because current electricity is a very important chapter, for a point of examination, there are more questions will be there from this topic. That's the reason. Okay.